Hi everyone, welcome back to Rogue Trader Void Shadows. We have just... wow, that's loud in my ears. We have just done the Kibellah Colombo routine. Just one more thing. And now, got to go to... come back to the voidship bridge, and then see if Kibellah wants to say anything before we head off to the chapel to talk to Confessor Adalbert. Because apparently, yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna cut yourself. So ritual greeting. Confessor Adalbert is apparently in league with Nemesite.
Domin, I have spun a web of crimson in the plasma drive chambers and ensnared Nemesite's accomplices with it. It is done. My divination has revealed that your confessor, the sower of faith aboard this vessel, is stained with deceit. The Undying One has spoken. His time has come.
We need to discuss your hunt in the plasma drive chambers.
I have been awaiting your questions, Domin. Ask away.
It felt like I was with you somehow. Is that even possible?
Perhaps what you saw was induced by the ritual essence. Perhaps it was the Undying One's will that made you see. I too sensed a thread between us. Indeed, there were times when I could almost sense you with me. It was a comforting feeling.
I wonder if that's because of my Psyker. I don't know, it's the first time I've ever played this, so I don't know any of the paths. But normally Owlcat don't have the budget to voice act different possibilities. That's what the text is for. And voice acting is the standard. Everybody gets this, one size fits all. But it might be wrong, it might be changing. Owlcat have done a lot over the last few years, and they've gone up in prestige with a lot of people with this game. So I don't know. Yeah, of course it was. I don't mind that. Are you satisfied with the results of the hunt?
No. One of the false champion's lackeys has escaped. I deserve no forgiveness.
I can spank you later. Okay. I've heard enough. Kibellah stares at you intently, perhaps too intently. She says nothing.
May the Undying One shroud your footsteps from the faithless.
Okay, let's do that.
Domin.
No, we can't talk about it now. Okay. Right, let's get off to the astropathic... no, not the choir. That's Zachary Weiss. To the chapel. Oh, looks like there's going to be some combat if everybody's here. AoEs, in case if it's like lower rabbles or hordes of people, want AoEs. Kibellah, because it's her quest. Yep, that'll do. And some buffers. Pascal in the center. Do that, I guess. The machine uses many quills to commit to the astropath's whispers to memory. What? Yeah, I'm in the chapel. That's sacrifice. I'm in the wrong place. I'm going to the other chapel. Shrine. shrine, not the chapel. Ah, that's why it's now I've constantly got her. Yeah. I thought it was weird. That means must come along. Okay. The chapel, shrine, yeah. They will both fall to my heresy. Kibellah extends a finger topped with a metal claw towards Confessor Adalbert. The divination has revealed that you stand beside the enemy Nemesite. Speak only the truth before the Domin and the Undying One. Adalbert meets Kibellah's words calmly, with almost majestic resignation. A defender of the people and a tyrant's minion are two faithful servants of opposing ideas. Two souls that have rejected everything else for the sake of duty. And I truly see that your collision with him was inevitable. Adalbert shifts his gaze to you and lets out a mournful sigh. I was warned about your visit, Jellybobs, as well as its purpose. Who alerted you to my visit? My son, the protector of those whose blood you feed upon, whose hard work was paid for your content life on the upper decks of the ship. I demand an explanation, Confessor, this instant. Your pet tormentor who extols death is right. I know Nemesite and I assist him. Just like him, I am your enemy, Jellybobs. Adalbert raises his voice, and in the soft tenor you hear notes of accusation as deep as rolling thunder. And I am also the enemy of your cruel regime, whose life is dirt under the Enforcer's feet. Where a man has nothing to eat, rises in fear, and knows no hope. Sabak clenches a fist until her knuckles crunch. You treacherous impostor, to think that I listened to your sermons and was anointed by your hand. You will choke on your words along with the teeth I'm about to knock out. Adalbert dignifies her without neither word nor a glance. And you were so good about moaning about the servants he killed. I grieve for them, but they were unreliable. They could have compromised us. They had to die, but the fault for their deaths lies with you and your enforcer dogs, for fear of whom we are forced to hide. You're not even trying to lie. This is commendable. Adalbert shrugs, his kindly face growing harder. Why should I? If the dogs have come looking for blood, they will not leave without a kill. Such is your vicious nature. So you're a heretic then? No, heresy is what you and your fellow bloodsuckers believe in. The ecclesiarchy has turned faith into a whip to drive down the powerless. The aristocracy has turned it into a shield to cover their transgressions. And enforcers have turned into a club with which to beat those who dare to raise their voices. Your faith is an instrument of lies and suppression, and I have announced it long ago. My faith promises salvation, not thraldom. You holy people are all bloody hypocrites. You dare spits at the Confessor's feet. You go on about how rotten we are, but take the knife and scratch your surface a little. You'll find the worst heretic of all. Dogmatic, iconoclastic, heretic. I see. I doubt it. People like you only ever see what they want to see. Do you serve Nemesite or do you command him? I follow him as he once followed me. Nemesite is my son, if not my blood, then his spirit. I took him in as a willful child and I fostered the best in him, a passion for justice, the indomitable flame of a fighter, an unyielding determination. I have been preparing him for years. You have raised a living instrument that serves a purpose without question. Kibellah speaks cautiously, as if not entirely sure of her judgment. Such is the purpose. To be the hope, to break the shackles, to end the centuries of torment that have passed aboard this ship. A great sacrifice for a great cause. He falls silent, looking at Kibellah expectantly. You should be familiar with his ways, except that instead of a soul of freedom, you were raised to be an executioner's sword. What else were you lying about? One last confession? Why not? He frowns and pulls back his collar, as if he was short of breath. I'm not Adalbert. That was the name of initiates from a clan of confessors who passed away from disease many years ago. I was born in a squalor on the lower decks, and at behest of the he falters, as if he wanted to add something else. Master? Is he being controlled telepathically, so he can't say things? And it was by the Emperor's command that I took Adalbert's place through deception, pretending to be him. The dead man had inherited much influence and many thrones from his clan, which hastened my successful rise through the ranks. But it was not for wealth and power that I did this. I accepted the burden of hard work to empower the common people, to pave the way for liberation from oppression and injustice. My part is almost done. Kibellah whispers to you. I sense no lie in his voice or bearing. I'm in Jellybobs. He feels and welcomes death with open arms. The moment favours us. We must learn more. He who betrayed his oaths will not deliver Nemesite to us, but from his words we made divine knowledge of our enemy. How did your deception go unnoticed? You were not there for those years of pestilence. Confessors attended every deck and died in multitudes. New ministers were recruited in every port, at every station. Their names and faces blurred together, and we recognized our kin only by their robes. No one knew Adalbert's true face survived that time. No one who knew Adalbert's true face survived that time. The Emperor saved me from being exposed. Your liberation is rooted in betrayal and bloodshed. This is a war, Jellybobs, the war for our liberation. We are willing to die and kill for it, because our enemy is brutal and deaf to our pleas. You have deserved it. He resolutely places his hand over his heart. Sobak reacts to his gesture with due suspicion, sharply gripping a weapon, prepared for elimination of any threat to you. So Nemesite is just a man. Excellent. It's harder to kill a legend. The words of a tyrant inebriated with power and impunity. He smiles bitterly. Nemesite is an idea, and you have the arrogance to believe you can kill up an idea made flesh. It is better this way, so keep underestimating him. Are you hoping he will save you now? No, we decided otherwise. I'm not worth him risking his life, so you don't expect to capture him through me. My son has no attachments, but they only make him weak. He will gladly sacrifice himself for his dream of liberty and equality, and I must do the same. You only grieve that, thanks to your efforts, I cannot be near my son and ease his burden. Attachment makes us weak. Kibellah's whisper is barely audible, and you see her face grow more dismal still. You made a weapon out of him, just as he made a weapon out of you. Any last words, Adalbert? The shackles will fall, and there will be nothing left of your tyranny, nor of you. He speaks without hatred. His even voice is that of a martyr on his way to glory. Sentence him to death. Responsible for the deaths of countless people, time has come. It is Kibellah's thing, so she can do the judgment. Kibellah, it was you who found him. Therefore it was up to you to pass judgment, although she seems less and less sure as we go through this conversation. Kibellah takes a step forward with a straight, sharp, sweeping gesture, as if crossing Adalbert's figure or severing an invisible thread. Death has whispered your name, betrayer of ours. The judgment of the Undying One awaits you. You seem to have mistaken my humility in the face of death for submission. Adalbert smiles weakly. It is not for you to decide my fate. I'll make the choice myself. I will surrender my life in the fight for our future. I will die, but I will take you with me. He clicks his fingers, and initiates have been standing humbly around, turning your direction. The white robes open to reveal a variety of weapons. For Nemesite brothers and sisters, for freedom. From Saurabak. Lord Captain, this is an ambush. They've been waiting for us. Saurabak's shouts hit your ears, drowning out hurried footsteps and the clanking of gunpla steel. There's a grenade. Protect the Lord Captain. Death to the oppressors. Cool, they're all dead. Or stunned.
For mercy, but I will grant none.
You cannot stop the angels faithful!
Okay, start the battle. Okay. Confessor Adalbert. A methium leak. If the creature's wounds drop below 10%, it explodes, dealing a large amount of fire damage to all Jason. Okay, well. Okay, ranged only for you then. 5-0. And deals additional fire damage. Okay. Right. So move here. Actually move there.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Take Cassia, Idira, and me extra turn.
Request approved.
We have 13. These insurgents and rebel fighters don't seem that great. 87 and 90 and 33. Initiate Zeke. Initiate Zeke was over here, wasn't he? With the confessors. Confessions. Right at the start. Okay. Get rid of the sharpshooter just because. I've got 1 AP. So let's get fire out maybe. Nobody else is close enough together for me to get an AoE out. So let's just get you
Make it happen.
burning. Okay. Yes, 22 warp burn and 21 bleeding. Okay. The base is 15. Acute pain 150, master of torture plus 10. Pack of reagents plus 2. Okay. Let's do that as well.
Not me.
Got the Cassia. Let's get the buffing staff. And Idira.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Let's swap back. And you can set up front line
Isn't this a
there.
job for the serfs?
A rear line, doesn't really matter. Hi there, Idira. For free, we can strong arm someone for strength and toughness. Kibellah? Oh yeah, let's get the
Was that you? Or
Let's mark some prey out. Let's get some easy to kill ones.
Anything else?
So that she gets more buffs. Okay, that's a 0. Dodge and parry.
On it.
Kibellah can have that. A 3 prescience. Goes Cassia.
Will do.
We're up to 6 already. Okay. Get everybody some dodge.
But of course.
Up to 7. And who goes first? Adalbert. Blind you.
Anything else?
There we go. Okay, it's high rank in 7. Pascal. Let's get a back line here. Let's get Adira in there. Maybe Cassia if she's going to fire this way. Okay. Let's get that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Cleared out the veil degradation. With that. Med reality. Debuff Adalbert. Minus 29 weapon skill. Minus 30 to 34. Okay. That's gone up. Reckless Abandon actually works retroactively. Cool. And so does front line. And do 1 attack. Hit you. Can hit you. Can't hit more than 1 person though. Because of the way they spread them out. Almost as if it was on purpose, eh? Well, let's kill you. So Adira gets some new buffs. And this is free.
Will do.
Let's move you about a bit.
They who descend the future
In case you
on the
blow up.
battlefield.
Dodge and parry. Did I give it to Kibellah last time? I did. What's her dodge? 95. Screw you.
Was that you? Or
Let's get Jai.
what? Of course.
What's foreboding on at the moment? It's 18. 18. 18. That never used to go up and down. Well, side ranking hasn't changed. Okay. So I don't need to do that. You are blinded. Initiate Zeke. Let's blind you. Analyze enemies, why not?
On it.
Don't need to do that. Don't need to risk blowing up. Okay, Cassia's turn. Yeah, let's give Adira.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Anything else? Stop mocking me.
If he blows up, then everyone around him gets loads and loads of damage. So, do these. Did 100 damage to him. Oh dear. Let's buff Pascal.
Was that you? Or
Immediately back up again. Can't see him. Can't see these. She can't see anybody. Okay, do
anything is?
a little bit extra dodge for everybody. Do that for herself. Dodge on Pascal. Ooh. Sorry, ranking 9. Who else is? You're blind. Can't hit anybody else, can I? Because I can't see them. I don't have any movement. Okay, so I guess that is it. And Cassia's turn is over. Now you have lots and lots of movement because people have been dying. And I want to get you where there is multiples.
Death comes in silence.
That's the end of your movement. Okay. Might as well get that out as well. Oh, not quite. Still Death Whisper on you then, for free.
The other side awaits. I shall not fail. Death is a blessing.
Wow, that was quick.
Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure. Damn, she's not quite there, is she? This last one. 1, 2, 3. I cannot serve you in this way.
Okay. Put a block up there.
There is only death, yours or mine.
Idira's proper turn. Let's move down to here. Just blast.
None will stand against me.
Can't see anything. Damn it. No AoE because it's just out of range. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Who else needs some buffs? You can have strength and toughness. Why not? Sorry, back in the 11.
On it.
Not much else to do.
I'm not so sure. That is not my destiny.
Pause.
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
got a flamethrower. Okay. Let's get away from Adalbert, because he is going to die. He has 34 health left. And he's burning for about 80. What's this? Four sword. Okay then.
As good as done. I'll make it happen. Consider this a taste of what's to another enemy down.
Oh, she can move. Let's get here then. Damn it. No attacks.
But of course,
Go for yourself then.
will do.
Blind you, why not? Up to side bank in 15. That scale might go down.
You should feel honored to witness this.
No, I dodged. Nice one. I'm not doing that because that will kill Jai, Cassia, everyone. We have two left. One there. And one here. Let's buff Jai. Why not? Okay. Can she get round to see him? No. Oh yeah, maybe.
Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky. Remember the name. I can do that with the right.
You're not fun.
Why not? What's he doing? He's blinded, but he isn't stunned or anything. Oh, something odd in appearance and behaviour. It says bugged. I thought they had a patch to stop this happening. Just standing there for 30 seconds.
Is the reward. Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Can shoot there. Okay, cool.
Running by near.
That was a waste. They hit nobody. Okay. Well, take more damage.
The Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Get overwhelmed as well, though.
Approved.
How dare you?
Come on, Cassia. Let's pull you out. Can I pull?
That is foolishness.
And reality again. Extra deflection. No, I can't see that at all. I can see this though.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, there we go. Debuff.
If I may.
Let's see if I can pull him. I can.
Me? If you insist.
Run past Adira and she'll hit you with a... Oh. I was hoping you'd run past Adira. She could then hit him. There's blood everywhere.
Dare ask.
You already have reveal the light, don't you? On you, reveal the light, yes. Plus 34s. Okay.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay. Kibellah, can you shoot? No line of sight. You got all the movement in the world. Because people have been killing enemies.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Well, that's Adira. Don't shoot Adira. There we go.
The other side awaits.
Oh, thought Jocasta might be dead. The battle is over, and silence descends once again upon the chapel. Flicks of ash whirl quietly in the air before coming to rest on the blood trickling slowly across the floor. You ought to see this, Dom and Jellybobs. Kibellah leans over the Confessor's body and slices off the edge of a collar with a blade, revealing a tiny scar on the back of his neck. It looks just like the one the captured worker in the plasma drive chambers had, except that this one clearly healed a long time ago. So he was connected to the genetic aberration as well. Delightful. We now know much more about the enemy. Kibellah ponderously runs her finger along the flat of the blade. But just how deep the poison of conspiracy runs within the veins of your ship. But the blood-spun web has wrapped itself around his base too tightly, and Nemesite can no longer hope to escape. Her ruminations are interrupted by a furious hiss. Sarbak snarls a curse through her teeth and spits at Adalbert's smoking remains. Her left arm hangs limply and her face is mangled by shrapnel. Well, Captain, we have a prisoner. She points her weapon at the man standing hunched over in pain, wishing to finish off the cur. Initial Zeke, down with the tyrant. The broad-shouldered Nisha, who calls himself Zeke, clutches a deep wound glaring at you with hatred. Address Zeke. I've questions for you, traitor. I doubt you'll like the answers. Will you serve a Nemesite for a cause, or simply for money? Zeke flashes you a bloody grin. He promised his freedom. Where's Nemesite's hideout? Even the Confessor didn't know where it was. He's afraid of spies, of giving his son's secrets away under torture, you see? You can't get to our champion. Are there any other senior officers helping you? Officers? Ha! There's no one among them who is pure. They only care about power and gorging themselves on the scraps you throw them. Or else they would be long ago turned against you. Zeke can barely finish the sentence before he's beset by a torrent of gurgling coughs. How many more of you mutineers are hiding on my ship? I want to know your names. I want to know where you meet. Everything. The Confessor said every compartment has people who fight for our cause. They promised to take me into the circle of our most devoted believers. Then I would know. But even then, I would tell you nothing. Not even under torture. I've learned all I need. The Nisha only looks at you sullenly. They were waiting for us. It was a trap. Yes, Lord Captain. Adalbert had been warned, yet he chose not to flee. Instead, he stayed behind to set a trap for us. Did he really believe this madness would succeed and he would somehow survive? He did not want to survive. His only hope was to kill. Nemesite managed to turn his adoptive father into a blade pointed squarely at the Domin's throat. Just as Adalbert himself had once turned Nemesite into a weapon. Neither of them feared death. This devious, mind-twisting beast, Sabak frowns with worry. I've been going through my predecessor's archive recently, and may have an idea as to what manner of creature this Nemesite is. We're dealing with a Kellamorph, a special variety of mutant filth in the service of genetic cults. Like Kellerfield, like the big shield that comes down when we go through the warp. These creatures are made and raised to play the part of the people's leader, an inspiration for the mutinous rebel. The Kellamorph's purpose is to sow disorder and use the rebellion to eliminate the ruling elite, those who might be capable of opposing the Xenos. So it's a gene stealer thing then, is it? Right. Not a Zeke. Now, let's decide what to do with our surviving traitor. From Kibellah. Did not kill him in vain. Kibellah shakes her head. Those who follow the tenets of the web know that just as we serve death, so too does it serve us. Allow the death of this man to become an instrument in your hands, Domin Jellybobs. Pass off the traitor's body as that of Nemesite. Instill fear in his supporters. The enemy will be forced to act to undo this deception, exposing himself in the process. What will that accomplish? Well, she just told us what it will accomplish. All warriors fight for something, be it fame, life, wealth, or the loved ones. Nemesite cares nothing for these things. He sacrifices his kin, scorns glory, and amasses no riches. I'm sure he will gladly give up his own life if necessary. Nemesite fights for an idea. So that is where we must strike. Make his idea bleed, and he will be obligated to respond. And whoever is forced to react instead of acting, dies. We can do Iconoclast, pardon him, show the rest of the vessel, not the monster. Sailback will escort him so he can tell the lower decks and torture him. We'll do as Kibellah proposes. We'll make certain that lower deckers believe their hero to be dead. We'll leave the body to hang for a good long time, that the hopes of mutineers may rot along with the corpse. It's not going to happen though. Bonk. Bonk. That's one traitor dealt with, Lord Captain. But how many more have been poisoned by the false Confessor's heresy? A new spiritual shepherd must be appointed quickly to banish any mutinous thoughts sown by the traitor, the minds of the crew, to strengthen their faith and obedience. Without the ship's confessor, the rabble will begin to whisper that the Emperor has forsaken us, and such doubts will only play on the rebels' hands. Oh, merciless salvos. Plus 15 critical hit. Oh damn it, I missed a... Because I've been getting dogmatic and iconoclastic up, I missed out on this. I can't be far off it. Plus 1. Who's Confessor Cecilia? Does she be working with the heretics? Ooh, that's cool. Dogmatic. Attack craft and torpedoes. Plus 2 movement points. With Confessor Adalbert. 2 movement points is pretty strong. The Iconoclast option is Blessed Shields. Confessor Zerman. 10% extra shields all around. Or 15% extra crit with Tercitius. Damn it. Let's go for the extra crit. Yep. I trust the Bloodspun web and grant the cult the honour of guiding the congregation aboard my ship. You honour us with this boon, Domin. I will relay your words to the Vizier so that he may choose someone worthy. I will send agents to every deck. Next time Nemesite raises his head, which I'm certain will happen sooner rather than later, we will be one step ahead of him and not the other way around. Salvax staggers away, and your gaze turns to the motionless Kibellah, staring at her own reflection within a pool of blood. There's something wrong. I think about Nemesite, my adversary. The more I learn about him, the more I see a vague reflection of myself. A twisted reflection, perhaps, but all too familiar. Like me, he was forced to tread the path of servitude from an early age, stripped of anything that might stand in the way of duty. A champion and a zealot, left with nothing but an idea, forged and tempered by his mentor. Oh, I wonder if this is like Argenta, what we say here affects our outcome. Ooh. That's dogmatic. That's kind of iconoclast. That's dogmatic. This is either heresy or iconoclast. Yep, both of you been brainwashed. Stop looking for omens. Try using your own judgment instead. I wonder if that will fuck everything up though. Let's do that. Omens are not just idle whimsy of a sluggish mind. They appear everywhere to those who have eyes to see them, and yet your words ring true. Think about how alike Nemesite and I are is deeply distressing to me. And this is a weakness. I must instead focus my thoughts on the thread that will lead us to victory. She looks away, but then turns back to you as if remembering something. Dom and Jellybobs, our conversation is not yet over. Please stay with me a few moments. There's something I want to ask. Kibellah makes a ritual gesture, but you notice her fingers tremble. Dom and Jellybobs, you need to know about what happened. You and no one else. During the divination that revealed Adalbert's betrayal to me, trance was interrupted. Instead of conversion on a single point, my thoughts were thrown off the intended path. I lost my thread. She looks up at you with distress in her eyes. What distracted me were thoughts of you. You were thinking about me. She nods. Your image intruded upon my mind when it was supposed to act as a blade seeking its target. When all of my being was focused on fulfilling my duty, my trance was broken, and I committed an offence against the Undying One. I was able to restore my trance and banish all thoughts that didn't belong. But this happened at all is still worrying. She pauses. You are dear to me, more so than I first realised, but my duty is to serve the Undying One. What if? She falters, then looks at you intently. What I feel presence in my mind, in my labyrinth, goes against the tenets. I doubt the God Emperor forbids our bond. Kibellah's eyes narrow into slits, careful Dom and Jellybobs. No even you can presume to speak for him. His designs are unfathomable. The best we can do is read the signs and hope that our service pleases him. Our fates are connected. We walk the same labyrinth. Tell me, what would you do if your mind's worries were to dull the resolve and mar your spirit? Oh, this is the romance option things. Okay. I would accept that the appearance of someone important in my life was bound to throw things into a bit of disarray. She lets out a quiet laugh. Your life is in enough disarray as it is. Still, your ability to exist in pandemonium without losing sight of your goal deserves some praise. She gives you a painful doubt and tenderness. Enough, let's go back. Before she turns to leaves, her fingers wrap around your hand to squeeze it passionately. Ah, we're going to get a Dear John, aren't we? What do we get here? We get the Fiery Retribution Flamer. Heavy Flamer. Well, no one's going Heavy Flamer. Heavy leather armor. No, scrap chainmail. That's the heavy leather armor. And Enemy Finder. If the target of the wearer's ranged attack fails a toughness resistance test with a -10 penalty, the attack inflicts exhaustion on the target. The next successful attack against this character will score a crit. Okay. Who could that be for, though? Who can I give that to?
always keep my options open.
Fire grenade. Is this changed? Is this still the same? Yeah. Still the same. A thunder hammer. Got a couple of those now, I think. Heavy rock saw. Okay, can you use that? You can. These chainsaws, I've just renamed them rock saws. You have 3 attacks, each doing 4 to 6 damage. Okay. So this does 12 to 18. Two-handed. Okay. The power pick does a high amount of armor pen.
Let us not dawdle.
I think Abelard with a rock saw. Standard las pistols. Another fire grenade.
The dead know nothing, and neither do the ignorant.
Very cool. They were very spread out. Another heavy rock saw. Oh god, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten today. I'll go back to the bridge. Didn't get a lot of experience then, but that's cool. Abelard. Yeah, I thought so. He's got a rusty heavy rock saw. Which is actually better than the one we just picked up. What? Okay. Well, add them to cargo then. I don't know. Do we want one for Kibellah? Where's she hiding? No, not really. The Death Court Power Blade has much better armor penetration and stuff, so add that to cargo. Got the Ripper doing 40 to 56 damage. Range 8. Okay. Nobody's going to use these thunder hammers. Or these picks. Oh, toxic knife. Is that any good for me? Have I got one better already? Uh, 15 to 20. 12 to 19. Okay. That did 40 odd damage. Yeah, not that much. It's plus 2 damage extra. Not great. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. Not quite sure what's going on with Kibellah now. Wait for the Enforcer's report, I guess. Hopefully, that'll come next episode. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.